What's up, y'all? It's January 9th, 2022. It's a Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody. Make sure you give praise to something greater than you today. I think that's important as a human being on planet Earth, to give praise, be humble, practice humbleness. Confident, but humbleness. Yo, Alexander Gustafsson, right? If we had to give a title to one of the most upsetting second fights between two men, it definitely goes to Jon Jones, Gustafsson too. Absolutely. Like, I don't know if it was that, I don't know if it was more Gustafsson being out of his element or Jon Jones just leaping so much in his skill level. A lot of people had a problem with Jon Jones, his last couple of performances against Reyes, Thiago Santos, and Anthony Smith. Some argue that he had lesser motivation, that he kind of had didn't have as much of a point to prove in those last handful of fights, as opposed to when he fought Gustafsson. That would make sense to why it was such a dominant performance, because he was motivated by Gustafsson. In my opinion, yo, Gustafsson is one of the fucking best to ever do it. I think he's one of the fucking top 10 GOATs of all time, for sure. Top 5 maybe, right? That's my opinion. So, you know, what he says matters. And him coming out, first off, he's obviously gonna support his teammate, somebody who he trains with, has a relationship with. But if what he's saying about KHAMZAT is right, this is some pretty wild stuff we're talking about. He came out with Brett Okamoto. I think the interview was released today. It might have been released yesterday. And he said that Usman would get knocked out by KHAMZAT CHIMAEV. That could be true. How you doing? I'm good. That could be true, right? And I said to you guys in a couple other videos, a couple videos ago, that, you know, KHAMZAT has that youthful energy with him, and he has that come up energy, that rising star energy, like Conor McGregor, where, you know, Dustin kind of lost their first fight before the fight even happened. Dustin and Conor, right? He said that he fell into the enigma of Conor McGregor or whatever. And how you guys doing? Hey, I'm good. And so if, look, you have to take into consideration what Gustafsson is saying, because he's one of the greatest to ever do it, one of the greatest to ever step into the octagon. That's my opinion, and I think there could be some objective truths to that as well. But he's saying that he doesn't think Usman, the current pound for pound greatest of all time, one of the baddest motherfuckers alive right now. He really is, man. A lot of people want to hate on Kamaru. I think I slightly was hating on him when he first fought Woodley, because of, like, I was just such a Woodley fan that I wasn't seeing past, like, kind of, Woodley was kind of bullshitting a little bit. He was like, man, you trying to act like LL Cool J, and Kamaru definitely has that vibe to him. But yo, if you really pay attention to what that man is doing, he is, you know, a man amongst men, you know, and he is a bad motherfucker. So I think in the Colby fight, I think you saw him, I think you saw his chin in that fight. I'm not saying that Colby has as much power as KHAMZAT does. I would definitely say for sure not. But you see in the first and second Colby fight where Colby, yo, anybody could knock anybody out if you hit them at the right time and at the right place, unless you're built like Brandon Moreno or the Diaz brothers or whatever it is, you know, unless you could take one. I feel like Dominic Cruz has a pretty good chin too, right? Or no? I don't know. Look, man, I don't know, you know, if Khamzat is that good that Gustafsson is saying he could beat the current pound for pound in the world right now, arguably. You know, it's crazy, man. And I'm saying, like, if you pay attention to what Usman has been doing, that dude is a fucking stud. And he's been wrestling for a long time, so his body has a lot of wear and tear in it. But his mentality, I think, is untouchable. And I think that would be a fucking crazy fight. I don't even know if I'd want to see that fight, Usman versus Khamzat. I feel I kind of put Khamzat into that new generation of fighter. And I feel like it's probably just like a bias that I have or something, but I kind of consider Kamaru more of like an OG of the game, you know? And so, I don't know, man, what do y'all think? I think that's crazy. And let's talk about Gustafsson's career too, what direction that's gonna head in. Did he lose his inner fire, man? Like, what's going on with him? I think he's such a GOAT, dude. That first fight with Jon Jones is one of the greatest UFC fights of all time. It was such an incredible fucking war. A testament of two men's complete will and desire exerted into the, you know, fully. So, I don't know, man. What do y'all think about that, man? Let me know. Peace.